Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another counter-side video. Alright, a lot of you guys have been telling me in live stream, alright, you were speculating that the next banner that we're gonna have is going to be Frederick Doma and Frederick Yuma. Is it Yuna or Yuma? Now if you go right here and check out alongside with Rosaria, apparently they are in the same group. So you scroll right down, you can see Rosaria is right here alongside with this Frederick Doma and Frederick Yuma. So this perhaps might be true. Alright, there's a chance that they are going to be next in terms of the banner. Now if that's the case, then maybe it's a good news for majority of the free-to-play players because they are kind of skippable. Now let's talk about the skills. I did talk about this during live stream, so I'm going to show you guys what's my opinion about them. Frederick Doma, right? Frederick Doma. Alright, this guy is okay. He's okay in PvP. That's about it. He is a ranger, that's an all-around attack. Stats is okay, attack is high, crit is quite high. Alright, if you look at skills, that's where you start to realize he might not be that good. Okay, this one is basic, we don't talk about this. Passive skill. So makes a fool of his enemies by vanishing before their eyes. Every 8 incoming damage, temporarily becomes invincible and moves behind. Decrease special skill cooldown by 4 seconds. So the thing is, this kind of skill is really niche because it's similar to Ogami. Ogami is like every something incoming damage. Every 8 incoming damage, not attack. 8 incoming damage. If this guy received 8 incoming damage from Rosaria, he would die. He would die in 3 hits. There's no way he can survive 8 incoming damage. So this is like pretty much useless in most cases. So already you have one skill here that maybe you can barely benefit from, right? Alright, and then you have this skill. 15 seconds, alright, this is pretty cool. Fires penetrating bullet. Inflict AoE damage on enemies in front. This bullet also decreases their healing amounts by 35%. Okay? Now healing amount by 35%, this is what makes him niche. Like if this was a stun or something, it would have been better. But because it's a decreased healing amount, 35% is not that much in my opinion. And by the way, it only decreased healing amount. It doesn't decrease barrier. So if you have Young Harem, you can still create a barrier and this guy doesn't counter her. So in that way, you know, you have one more skill that's like not too good. 15 seconds look really tempting, right? But other than that, it's just not too good. Alright, and then, okay, this debuff is good for PvE. This debuff is good for PvE. If you want to do raids, if you want to do any of the harder PvE content, maybe you can use this. But I would prefer you use Roy Brunette. Roy Brunette is better. Alright, ultimate skill, Wally fires his pistol, inflicting AoE damage on enemies in front. Alright, the targets lose 15% attack and attack speed for 12 seconds. So again, he might not live to be able to use this skill consistently. Damage taken minus 50% for 12 seconds after skill. So he's alright. Keep in mind this guy is SSR. I would rather build Roy Burnett because Roy Burnett is SR. If I want to get somebody for PvE, right? And then we have everybody's favorite waifu, which is Frederick Yuma. Look at this boba right here. I know a lot of you guys, how do I get her, GuitarRock? I want her. Alright, you might look at this boba, you might be tempted. She's not worth it. Alright, here's the thing. Why is she not worth it? She's a striker that has 3 cores. Striker that has 3 cores. So here's the thing. Striker that has 3 cores. The Twin Loli, 2 cores. Chifuyu, 3 cores. Joshiyang, 3 cores. If you have Chifuyu and you have Joshiyang, alright, you already have a 3-core striker. Why do you build her? There's no reason for you to build her. She is pretty tanky, 52,000 HP. Alright, okay. Defense is not that high though. Defense and evasion is low. I think Chifuyu and Joshiyang will have more balanced states overall. But again, she is SR. So let's have a look. So here's the thing. This one is normal. She gets excited and tougher the fight becomes. Increase her own attack by 20% for 6 seconds when down. So when down meaning when she falls down. I don't know how useful is this. Every time she falls down, leaps forward into the air, crashes onto the ground, AoE damage, and then knocking them backward with a kick. This is okay, but again, not much. Like, I would prefer Chifuyu skills to be honest. And then moves to her target, inflict AoE damage again, target lose 50% of hit. Now this one can be cool, lose a lot of hit. Alright, if you want to pair with like evasion units, this can be strong. But again, every 50 seconds. And it doesn't have any skills that reduce the cooldown as well. So I don't think she's worth building, but it really depends. I saw people use Doma so much in PvP. Doma can be used in PvP for sure if he's buff. Some characters, just like Mia, is buffed this week. Like, we can all talk about characters that are buff in their week, of course they are going to be stronger, right? But you have to take into context because they are buff. She's buff this week, you see her a lot in PvP. Does that mean she's strong? In regular session without her buff? I don't think so. But that's up for you to decide, of course.